Hello and welcome, my gentlemen. I'm like trying to get the picture here so that you can see this. Hello and welcome. I'm trying to did not position this right. Maybe. Hey, Andy, will you help me out, babe? So the idea of this, remember last week, like I had internet problems? Well, the internet's working, but now I didn't position the picture right. Can you move this picture over? Thank you, Andy. Everyone give a hand clap for Andy. No, right there, babe. Just move it, no, up, and then move it more to the right, right? Yeah, there. Thank you, Andy. Andy's the best. What will we do without Andy? Kim, what's up, girl? What up, Doug? Thomas, Ray, I'm so glad that you guys are here. So I'm doing this from my office upstairs. Guys, you have to see my view from my Who's Andy? Everyone should know Andy. If you watched my A Day in the Life of Arica Angelo, you would know who Andy is. Andy is like a celebrity. You have to watch. So someone says, you're crazy as fuck. Oh my. Yeah, duh. Okay, so you guys have to see this view. Look at this freaking view. I'm gonna have to unplug myself. You guys, look at this view. Bali, Indonesia. Oh my God, that is a view from my office. That is what I look at every day. Look at that beauty. Woo, baby. Now I'm gonna spin you around and we're back. Isn't it stunning? This is my view every day, you guys. Keeps me tranquil as, you know what I'm saying. So I am excited here. This is something very new that we're doing, which is called live Q&A in my lingerie. And if you see my new, I have a new live with A Day in the Life. I'm getting all these confused now. A Day in the Life of Arica Angelo is coming out next Monday. You're going to meet the photographer behind this. If you watched my last live Q&A, I talk about the inspiration and where this all came from and why we're doing this, where this idea came from. So, so this is something that I am doing every week with you guys. I think we're going to see how it goes. Oh, Jay Geronimo, babe, I miss you. It's my Facebook friend. So this is something that I think I'm going to do every week. I just want to keep seeing how it goes. But listen, last week was legit. You guys asked some of the best questions. So right now in the chat, I want you put, Tyler says, I was just now crying. Why were you just crying, babe? I'm here. You're not alone. You are not alone. Okay, first question, Bryson Flowers. Do you have to get married in order to keep your female partner engaged with sex? That depends on the woman, because nowadays women are a little bit more vocal about wanting sex. So I think that's kind of an old stigma that like women don't want sex. You know, it's like, oh, she has to be like married forever to want sex. No, women are very sexual creatures. Just religion and other things have suppressed that, but women are actually very sexual. I swear my Bluetooth dies every time. What age should first times be? Oh, you know what? The sexual journey is a very private journey. It is a journey for yourself and knowing yourself. So how old are you? And should you be on this channel? Where's Waldo? All right, guys, what is my next question? I'm so excited to be doing this. We've got New Jersey in the house. Who else? My girlfriend, Kim. I'm so glad that Kim's here. Who else? What's the next question? I just love doing this for you guys because, you know, it's my way to really connect with you and to really understand where you guys are and how I can support you. Jonathan is asking a great question. Oh my gosh, so many good questions. Oh, and then YouTube is blocking all of them. Shit. So you guys are pouring in tons of questions and then YouTube is blocking them and I'm having to click Pennsylvania, Texas. Okay, I just have to go back because this was a really good question. Is it possible for my wife to have a lower sex drive than me? from Jonathan. Jonathan, I'll be honest with you. When a woman's sex drive starts getting lower, yes, there are some physical elements to it, like menopause and things like that. But Jonathan, I'm just going to keep it really straightforward with you. A lot of times a woman's vagina closes up to a man because something in her heart is not being met. So when a woman's heart closes, her vagina closes too. Someone needs to write that down. When a woman's heart closes, her vagina closes as well. So that's why a lot of women don't want to be intimate with their husbands and their partners, because something in their heart, they've been neglected. There's been unresolved issues in the marriage. There's trauma that's not been dealt with. And so with that being said, her heart starts shutting down. This is why I equip my single guys. For those of you, I work with married guys and single guys, but for my single guys, this is why I'm always telling you, connect with a woman, and why I'm trying to be even more like direct with you, connect with a woman's heart. Because a woman's heart, a healthy woman, like if a woman has a sex addiction, that's something different. But a healthy woman is connected to her heart. So when there's trauma, when there's abuse, when there's neglect, when there's like you're not speaking to her heart, her emotions, her vagina just starts shutting down. This is why I talk to you guys about developing connection with a woman, because connection is super important. It opens a woman's heart. You open her heart, you open her legs, you open her vagina. Yeah, Will says, is it true that girls are expressing more of their sexual side lately? Yeah, because women are finally realizing, like, we have a voice. Like, this is our body. These are our desires. And it was like society just said, hey, it's okay for, like, men to be, like, these wild sexual guys. But, like, women are wallflowers. That's such horseshit. You know, what society wasn't telling you was that those women were, like, boning the pool guys because they were horny as while their husbands were out having affairs, because people were suppressing them about I'm talking like back in the 60s and all this stuff. But no, women have always had really high sex drives. It's just society has tried to like paint us out as these like wallflowers. But yeah, someone says, what time is it there? It is 12:08 p.m. in Bali. Oh gosh. Okay. Let's see. I'm just trying to go. How long should you go down? Chat, I can't read. Dave says, YouTube sucks. Let the questions in. Yeah, right, Dave? Dave's my homie. He sends me the sweetest emails. So encouraging. Thank you, Dave. How long should you know a girl? Oh, know a girl before you go down on her. Listen, if you're French will say the first night. Because, listen, these are things like, let me just set the precedence. There is no timetable on this stuff. You know, this is why I talk to you guys about connecting back to yourself and being the alpha male. Because when your body says, like, I want to do this to a woman, chances are she is hoping that you will do these things to her as well. And so when you feel these urges, like, that's the time to do it. But there's no time clock. I don't know where this invisible time clock comes from. Like, what time? When should I kiss her? When should I ask for her phone number? And my advice to my clients always is, when you damn well want to, that's when you do it, my man. It's all about empowering you guys to trust yourself. Like, you as a man, you can trust yourself. This is why it's important for you to get to know yourself, because the more you know yourself, the more you're what? What are you? The more you're an emotional warrior who's taking the time to get to know himself, know his purpose, know who he is. When that urge comes, when that desire comes, he acts. Why? Because he knows himself. He trusts himself. And so that invisible time clock of, when should I ask her phone number? When should I go down on her? When should I kiss her? All that stuff goes away. It dissipates because he knows himself. This is why you guys have to become emotional warriors. How to keep your woman happy and excited in a long-lasting relationship for life? That is a great question. And I will tell you this, Sentry. I'm going to tell you one of my clients, he says that some of the advice that I give is deceptively simple. This is what I'm going to say. It's going to be deceptively simple. And I will say, if you want to keep your woman happy and excited in a long-lasting relationship, you better know how to pursue her heart. Because listen, the heart is where, it's the same thing for men. The heart is where all of our answers lie. And so it's where it becomes deceptive is, how do you pursue her heart? But I would say, like, cultivate an understanding of how to pursue your wife's heart, getting to know her. Who is she becoming? championing her, you know, and then obviously making some really passionate love to her is always going to help. You guys are asking a lot of sexual questions today. I love it. What are girls' favorite positions in bed generally? In general, girls' favorite positions. This is a generalization, okay? But I mean, I think women pretty much love the doggy style. Like, who doesn't love a man like just freaking penetrating her, like just taking her, just like, you are mine, I own you, and grabbing those hips and just, yeah, that's what women really love. But they also love, like, missionary can get a little bit boring, but it is a beautiful way to connect because you're looking into each other's eyes. You're like, I see you. I see who you are. I accept you. I love you. You're bringing me so much pleasure and bliss in this moment. Thank you for giving your body to me. Thank you for experiencing this union with me. Chad says, how do you speak to a woman's heart? I think that that is such a great question because it is one of the most important questions. So thank you for taking the time to actually ask that. Also, really quick, you guys, I don't know if you know this, but right now, if you go, I'm just going to put it in the chat and I'll put it in the comment section below as well and in the description. There's a work with me link. And so right now I am working with guys if I want to get to know you guys better. So you can do a 15-minute call with me to see if working with me and coaching with me is the right fit for you. So if you've not coached with me, this is a great opportunity. So how do you speak to a woman's heart, Chad? It's like this. When you're speaking to her heart, it's like, who are you becoming? I got that from Zan Perrion. He said that he talks to his now wife and he asked her, like, who are you becoming? Ask her questions like, what is it that I do that really makes you feel loved by me? Do I show up for your heart? Have I supported your heart today? What in your heart needs to be celebrated? What in your heart needs to be championed? Do you know how much I love your heart? There are those very intimate questions that are basically saying, I want to know the soul of you. I want to know exactly who you are. I want to know you so that I can celebrate you. I'm not here to punish you. I am here to celebrate you, woman. Woman, I am here to love you. I am here to champion you to become the woman that you're meant to be. And I will never stop championing you until you become that woman. I will never stop loving every broken piece of you. I mean, if you guys are smart, you will come back to this video and you will write every single one of these down and you will say these verbatim and you will say them in the tonality that I said them, with the sincere eyes I said them. You say this to a woman, oh my gosh. But here's the thing, Chad. This is not something that you just say once. This is the thing that I think all men miss. This is what a big thing that men miss. And I really want to equip you guys because I do not want you to guys to miss this. I see married guys lose their marriages. I have seen men lose the home, their house, the half of their, everything that they've owned. And I've seen the wives walk out the door. And it's because men do not do this one word. And it's one word. And once again, it's deceptively simple. It's one word, but it's a big word. And I see so many men fail with this and it gets them in so much trouble. And it's this: consistency. Consistency. Staying at it, doing these things, not just going, okay, Arica said to say this to a woman, so I'm going to say it once and it's just going to be the magic pill. There is no magic pill. She wants to see you showing up consistently in her life this way, speaking to her heart consistently this way. What if a woman said to you, hi, honey, I'm just going to have sex with you once and it's going to be amazing and it's going to be incredible. And then that's it for the duration of our marriage. You'd be like, oh, hell no, woman. You got me as a damn fool. We ain't going out like that, woman. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's my man voice. No, it's that consistency. Now, if a woman said to you, Chad, I'm saying on Chad's question because it's such a brilliant question. It is the heartbeat of relationships and the dynamic of relationships of man and woman. And it's that consistency. If she said to you this, Chad, I'm going to make love to you, and she does it. She makes love to you every day, consistently. And when you walk in the door, she says, baby, I respect you. You are the man. If your woman did that for you every day, you would walk around like, I mean, your balls would just swing left to right like you had the biggest balls in the room. You'd walk around the biggest head and you'd be like, I am the man for life. And that's what men don't get. I think sometimes when men watch YouTube videos or they hire a coach, or I've seen men go to retreats, or they've gone to like some self-empowerment thing, and they get these amazing tools and they do them for 1 week. They do them for 2 weeks. And then they're like, I did everything and my wife still left. No, bitch, you did everything for 2 weeks. That's why she left, because your ass wasn't consistent. That's why she left you. Okay, Chad, I hope I answered that. James Fong says, with COVID, how do you meet anyone? You know what? People are hungry for connection. Arica, do not get political. Arica, do not. People are not here to know about your views. Listen, people are so desperate for connection. When you tell people that they can't connect, guess what that does? It makes people want to connect just even more. So with dating apps right now, social media, it's like sliding in those DMs, getting on Tinder, getting on Bumble, because women are hungry to meet men, but you better know how to speak to her heart. You better be that emotional warrior, because then you won't give up. You know what I'm saying? Because emotional warriors, they don't quit. They're not little punks. Oh, I see another. Yeah, boy, YouTube is really blocking these sexual questions. Excuse me. Oh, I just had something stuck in my throat. I have Jamu here. This is the magical elixir of Bali. Okay, let me answer Cole's. I'm going back and forth. I'm trying to go between married questions and then supporting my single guys as well. I've had countless dreams about a lifelong female friend of mine that I fell in love with in school. What do you suggest I do? Cole, get that woman on a date. 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 Ask her out and properly ask her out and say, listen, I think you're gorgeous. I know we've been friends forever. Listen, we have to go out for drinks or dinner because I really want to get to know you in a different way. This is Greg, after kicking your wife out of the house of 20 years, do you ever get back together? Greg, you get back together if the two of you are willing to work things through. You don't just get back together because you're comfortable and that's what you guys are used to. You get back together because you two are ready to change the dynamics. Whatever it was that broke you guys up, whatever it was that compelled you to kick her out, that you guys are committed to go, we are going to work through this. We are going to resolve this, because just getting back together doesn't fix things. It doesn't fix it. What you have to do is say, we're going to be committed to working through this and getting some resolve around this issue, and both of us being warriors. You know, I talk about becoming emotional warriors for men, but one thing I need to say is an emotional warrior man is going to attract an emotional warrior woman. The two are drawn together. SL Lewis says, thanks for sharpening my skills. You bet. I don't even know what that question means. Let's see, what's the next question? I love this. Someone said, my crush teased me. I told her I'm not crying. I got something in my eye. She said, I know, it's a very touching scene, huh? Then I fun teased her back saying, I know, it's a touching song. Okay, that was cute. Do women, here's another sexual question from Jason. Do women like having their tits played with during sex? Yeah, because guess what? There are lots of little sensories in there. So yes, they do, unless they have like some, every woman is different. I can't say every woman likes this, but the majority woman, yeah, it's a very sensitive area, like around the areolas, around the nipples. Like if you're really tender and you take your tongue and you play with it, yeah, it's super delicate. It's very sensual. Of course, a woman wants that. Sean says, please expand on what you mean by emotional warrior from Ohio. Absolutely. An emotional warrior, this is something I keep talking about. And this is all about, like, you know, if people who are working with me, this is what we're really cultivating. My clients are really cultivating this, is becoming emotional warriors. Listen, an emotional warrior is a man who has internal strength. I think masculinity today at an all-time high, men are going, what is it that creates a man? And you've got so many videos out there like, this is a man, an alpha male, MGTOW, that's a male, a guy who works out a lot, that's a male. Basically, you're here on my channel because you want to find a woman, right? Women are leaving men now more than ever. I can't tell you how many marriages, how many divorces happen because men have no emotional awareness, no emotional intelligence, and no ability. This is the biggest one. No ability to stay connected with a woman emotionally. And so, you know, a lot of guys use the word simps on YouTube, like when guys do nice things, like when a guy gives me a compliment on YouTube, you guys call him a simp. Let me tell you what an emotional simp is. An emotional simp is someone who bitches out when things get hard. An emotional simp, this is the opposite of an emotional warrior, an emotional simp. Someone who has no emotional intelligence, who, when the going gets tough, he walks out the door. He lets his woman walk all over him. He doesn't know who he is. He allows people to walk all over him. He has no direction in his life. That is an emotional simp. Like, you guys keep talking about simps. You should know what a real simp is. A real simp is an emotional simp, not someone who gives compliments. See, your ass got it all backwards. But an emotional warrior is a man who is relentless, one, to himself and his pursuit of knowing himself, and owning himself. And then when he gets in a relationship with a woman, that he has the emotional intelligence, he has the emotional awareness, he has the ability to stay emotionally connected to her heart. He has the tools to stay engaged. And when a woman has that kind of an experience, like with a man, she can't help but give him all the BJs in the world, because she's like, I have found me the unicorn of men. The emotional warrior is the unicorn of men. When I tell my other females about, like, the things that I equip my men with who coach with me, they're like, where are these guys? Sign me up with these guys who have these tools. Because here's the thing. Let me just preface it this. Why I champion men so much is because I feel like it's a huge injustice to men that men were taught that they were not emotional creatures, and that men still get bullied today. You still get guys who come up on my YouTube channel and other people's YouTube channel bullying guys who are emotional. But those are the same guys who are hiring prostitutes and jacking off for the rest of their life because they can't meet a real woman. They're the same guys who are disgruntled and bitter and freaking commenting on everyone's YouTube channel while they're jacking off with Cheetos because they don't know how to keep a woman. This is why you want to become an emotional warrior. But this is why it pisses me off, because society really told men, you don't get to be that. It's the same thing that society did to women and said, women are not sexual. What bullshit. Women are probably more sexual than men. Like, women can have way more sex than men. But it's the same thing with men. Society handicapped men and said, like, no, if you're emotional, you're a pussy. That's such bullshit. It's that same thing that has handicapped men and has made men so weak in terms of relationships. Oh, this obviously is my passion. So, let's see. Press 1 if you have a crush on Arica Angelo. That's quite funny. Good for you, Jaguar. Cole said, he said, Cole, don't call me a simp. Or no, Jaguar, you called Cole simp. See, it's bitch ass stuff like this. Jaguar, who are you to be calling someone a simp? Really? Do you have the emotional courage to keep a woman? If not, then shut your mouth. How do you avoid toxic women when they don't seem toxic? Oh, that's a good question. Let me tell you, John, you ask the hard questions immediately. You ask the hard questions. What was your relationship like with your father? If it was bad, what have you done to heal that? What was your relationship with your mother? Bad? What have you done to heal that? Great. What did you learn from them? How do you implement that in your life today? Always go back to the parents. Always go back to the upbringing. Next question after that, John, is you ask, tell me about your past relationships. Well, this guy did that to me. Oh, okay. What did you do? When you start hearing someone blaming someone, listen for the blamers. If they start blaming someone, you've just met an emotional simp. You've met a female emotional simp who is a victim and who is blaming other people. And that creates a very toxic relationship. John, ask the hard questions from the beginning so that you do not waste your time in a toxic relationship. But always ask, how is that showing up in your life today? And if you hear them blaming, walk away. You got a victim. Guess what? If they blame them, John, they're going to blame you. Oh, I love what Caligula Bear says. I miss you, by the way, darling. He says, relationships are an ongoing process, not a destination. That is the truth. And I think that as women and men, I think we all get inundated with this destination. I think we get sidetracked with like, it should be this. It is a process, just like you are a process. If you're a person who's committed to becoming the best version of yourself, then you know that evolving you is ongoing. You never go, surprise, I'm here, I landed, I'm the best person ever, I don't need to grow anymore, I've done all the work, hello. No, it doesn't work like that. Like, yeah, we have those moments where we're like, woohoo, yeah, we made it. But then you just have those days you're like, what the hell? That's the evolving process. You're going to have highs, you're going to have lows. It's a process. It is a journey. And guess what? You are worth the journey. Dave is laughing about my balls comment. Oh, there's so many comments here. Here's a good one from Joe Boy Cardozo. Why do girls talk more about their ex? She is talking about her ex because she is not healed from that mofo. That's why. That's why she is talking about her. I'm sorry, I just saw a really funny comment here that I'm going to have to say. But if she's talking about her ex, there is something that's not resolved there. She hasn't healed. She hasn't resolved. And chances are you're going to be the person that she's going to blame next. So make sure that she sorts that out. Okay, this is a really great comment. BJ's equal organic cum. That's really fucking freaking funny. I'm trying to not cuss because, YouTube doesn't like that. Positive vibes, George. It's about the, William, that's great. Sorry, it's about the motion of the ocean. That's true. Oh yeah, George Brown says this size matter, and positive vibes, it's about the motion of the ocean. And that is really true. Because just because some guys have big dongs, that doesn't mean they know how to use it. Just wailing into a tender vagina doesn't necessarily equal orgasm. But if you're not as well endowed, but you know what to do with that, that can get some amazing reactions. I love what William just said. Emotional security is alpha. Abso-freaking-lutely. It absolutely is. Yup. All right. He says, what advice would you give to a guy with a belly on how to connect with a woman without her judging him by his looks? Yup. Get rid of the belly. That's what you do. You get rid of the belly. In all seriousness, get rid of the belly. And two, love yourself enough to get yourself in shape because it's not healthy for you, babe. And two, do guys with bellies still get girls? Absolutely. But you have to be confident as to be able to get a woman like that. Women love confidence. I have seen guys who have bellies. I'm not going to say that you can't with a belly, but I'm just saying first start with you. Love yourself to get rid of the belly. Why is the belly there? And two, yeah, you can still get a woman, but you have to have a ton of confidence because I have seen women with guys with big bellies, and I'm like, how the hell did he get her? And it's that confidence. Oh gosh, it's kind of hard because you guys put these in and then it just kind of scrolls. R the Fro says, I'm a simple man. I read lingerie, I click. Oh my God. That was probably the funniest comment. Best opener for dating apps. Let me have another sip of my Jamu. This is from my girlfriend. She has this Instagram called Babe Station Hydration, and she makes these. It's like turmeric. It's really good for you. But it stains your tongue and it stains your toothbrush as well. So like turmeric stain stains. Best opener for dating apps? Listen, how do I get to connect with those eyes? How do I get to connect with those? When you say something like that, how do I get to connect with those eyes? I was about to say lips, but if you say lips, then she thinks, it's just physical. But when you say, how do I connect with those eyes? That's telling her, like, you know, they say eyes are the windows to the soul. So when you say something like that, it's like, look, you stand out from all the other girls, because every woman, here's the secret. Every woman wants to feel like she is the only woman. Every woman wants to feel like I am special and I am in a league of my own. So when you say to her, how do I connect with those eyes? That says, I want to connect to more than just what every other girl has to offer. I want to connect with you and your soul. She's like, wait a minute, who is this? Quick tip for getting out of the friend zone with a coworker, 30-day no contact. I would say not just no contact, because, and why do we say no contact? It's to give them space and let them feel like what they're missing. The other thing is, do something, one, that is improving yourself. Like, if she's not contacting you, like I always tell men, get better, get in better shape, start doing exciting things with your life so that she goes, make yourself more interesting, because if she's not contacting you now, something's not registering with her. So improve yourself by getting a new hobby, getting in shape, doing exciting things with your life, getting some exciting habits that she will hear about in the workspace and go, whoa, that dude's really changing his life. Maybe I should be paying attention. Yeah, girl, you should be paying attention. Okay, sorry, it just starts, and now it's freezing. No, okay, here we go. William says it's about awareness and chemistry, not size. That's true. However, women who say size does matter often are lying. Why else would they use that against us? Oh, William, you're a smart guy. No, well, because when a woman gets pissed off at a guy and she talks about his penis size, because she knows that so much of a man's identity and his ego is around his penis. And so, yeah, it's the low blow. It is the low blow. Okay, I can only take, so listen, guys, I am loving doing this for you. If I don't get to your question, here's the link. You can sign up for that 15-minute session with me and see if you and I are a fit to work together, and I can answer your questions there. Gosh, it just starts like popping everywhere. Okay, I'll answer this question and then I will answer one more because this is a funny question. Hey, Arica, I'm curious, why do you work out naked? Because you must have seen a day in the life of Arica Angelo. Or have you seen that? Or have I even, wait, hold on. Have I released that one yet? Oh, I think I did release that one. Why do I work out naked? Because like it just feels amazing naked. That's why I have like my own place like with the ocean view. Is like, I don't know, it just feels like more natural. I just like we were brought into this world naked. We just wear clothes to like either like show ourselves better or to protect our body so that we don't expose ourselves to one another. But when I'm living at home and I'm gonna do everything naked because it's me, it's my body, and I love my body. Oh yeah, he says, of course, just with the monkeys at the end. Yeah, the monkeys were freaking crazy. Positive vibes. I'll work out naked and let you all know if I agree. You guys, this is why I love men, because men make me laugh. Like men are so much fun. What? Okay, I'm gonna end with this question because this is a great question. Tyler asked this. Arica is in touch with herself and nature. That's right, Kaluga Bear, for sure. I'm in touch with monkeys and my naked self. What if she says, don't go breaking my heart? Oh, can we all just say that together? Oh, that is a big question. That is a great question. What if she says, don't go breaking my heart? Listen, when a woman prefaces and tells you that, that lets you know that somebody broke her heart, right? And so with a woman like this, two directions. You have some women who say that and they're in victim mode, and I would say, buddy, you're signing yourself up for a lot of trouble. There are other women out there who are far more ready to deal with their issues, and maybe you should find one of those. I'm just saying. I know there's a human element and there's attraction and this and that. You may not listen to that advice if you're already like entranced by her, but for a healthy woman who has been hurt and she's done the work, that is her letting you know, listen, someone has hurt me and they've hurt me deeply. And I've done a lot of work to heal that in myself. I've done a lot of work to rebuild myself. Someone broke me down and I put I want to say the word, I put a F ton of work in to build myself up. Please don't tear down everything that I've built up. Please protect my heart. That is what she is saying. And so as a man, you can say, I'm sorry that you've had those experiences and you didn't deserve that and that wasn't fair and I'm so sorry. And listen, as a man, I want to commit to protecting and loving your heart. But I also need to say that I am also a man, and sometimes I'm going to get it wrong and you're going to get it wrong. And so what I'm going to ask from you is a little bit of grace of when I do get it wrong, that you are strong enough in yourself. This is challenging the emotional warrior in her, that you are strong enough in yourself, that you're courageous enough in yourself to speak up for that heart of yours that's been broken and to say, hey, you really hurt my heart when you did this. I really didn't like that. Can we do this better next time? Ooh, that's that deep shit right there. I hope you wrote that down. Listen, guys, I love you so much. If I didn't get your question answered, make sure that you reach out to me for some coaching. And I've got that 15-minute session that we can see if we are a good fit and if you qualify for becoming that emotional warrior. Guys, thank you so much for being here with me. I really love you. Oh, I love this. You're quoting Tom Ford. Come on, that's not fair, Valmont. You know I'm a fashion girl. Being naked is the best. I like Tom Ford said, you cannot hide anything when naked. Boy, that is the truth. You cannot hide anything when your ass is naked. Guys, I love you. Thank you so much. Know that you're loved. No, I want this to be a safe place for you guys to come. That's why I get a little bit pissed off when people start calling people simps and stuff, because this is supposed to be a safe place. So when people come with that bullshit, you know, I got to put the smack down. I just did Muay Thai this morning. So I'm like, got to put the smack down on these punks who want to come up in here being nasty to people, calling people simps. And your ass is an emotional simp. So what? So what? So what? All right, guys. I love you. Be loved. I'll see you next week. Oh my gosh, I don't think I put on deodorant. Woo! That's awkward. Okay. Why Indonesia? Have you Googled Bali? Please. Google Bali, baby. That will be your answer. I love you guys so much. Don't forget, A Day in the Life of Arica Angelo is coming out next Monday. And we've got a juicy video coming out for you on Sunday. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Remember, without you, there's no her. You are the most important person in this equation. You are the most important person. And you have what it takes. You freaking have what it takes. You have what it takes. And in this very moment, you are loved. If you're just getting to the end of this, like Michael, it's going to be there on repeat. You can watch it, and we'll be back next week. I love you guys. You take care.